Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today I wanted to show you my favorite tool having to do with motorcycles, and it's this thing I'm hauling across my driveway. That is my Kendon motorcycle trailer. So as you can see, it folds upright so you can store it on the side of your house, and when it's time to use it, you just roll it out and tip it over, and just like that, and then you can hook it up to your truck or SUV, whatever has a hitch, and then load your bike on top or bikes on top and haul them away. Pretty easy to do. This one, as you can see, has got three rails, like three wheel chucks on there, but only really two of those are usable at any given time. I use the two outside ones or the center one. That's kind of the way it's set up. They come in different configurations. You can get a 3-bike trailer, a 2-bike trailer, or a single bike trailer. Single bike's probably enough for most people. I buy some bikes at auction from time to time, so it's nice to have two to go down there and get them. If I buy any more, I'll probably just pay the shipping company at the auction to deliver them to me, because it becomes a lot more cost effective to do that rather than make 2 trips down there. So yeah, thing is super simple. It just hooks onto your ball hitch, and you just want to be kind of careful, double check everything. You can pretty much lift it without a problem. Mine's got a little dolly, but I don't hardly ever use that, to be honest with you. It's a real nice thing to have if you've got a bad back. And when my back's doing badly, I'll use that. But if it's not, I'll just lift it up and use it like that. So in this video, I'm just going to show you how I get the trailer out, as you already saw, and then how I load my bike on there and how I unload the bike at the end, and put the trailer away. It's all very simple, and I'll leave a link in the description to the tie downs that I use, and I'll leave you a link to the Kendon website as well. But if you're ever going to consider buying one of these, you might want to look at a used one on OfferUp or on Craigslist. They come up all the time, and they go anywhere between like $1,500 to $2,500. This is actually my second Kendon trailer. I bought my first one for $1,200, sold it for $1,500, and then ended up picking this one up for $1,600, I think. And this is a much nicer shaped one than the first one that I had. And they're kind of a commodity. Anytime you want to sell them, you pop them on Craigslist or OfferUp, and you'll have a dozen calls within an hour, and somebody will come pick it up. And in California anyway, trailers really only need to be registered one time with like a permanent tag or a permanent plate. And I think every 5 years you have to pay a few bucks or something like that. I don't quite remember what the deal is, but it's a pretty nice thing to own, especially this Kendon, because it doesn't take a whole lot of room. So here I am taking my Z900 to get some tires put on it. Bought some new Michelin Power 5 tires, which I'll do a review on for sure soon. They're I won't give too much away, but they're definitely worth doing a review on. And this is one of my favorite bikes that I own. As you guys know, I've got several bikes, and I actually bought another brand new bike yesterday. Should be here by Wednesday, so I'll do a full review of that too. Cool. So enjoy the rest of the video. If you have any questions or comments, I'd love to hear about them, and I'm happy to answer any questions you might have, and any constructive comments or feedback, anything you feel like I'm doing wrong in this video. I'd like to hear it. Always looking to improve. And by the way, that right there is my ramp. That is a trackside aluminum ramp. I do recommend this ramp, and actually, I think Revzilla had a really great deal on this recently, where we were able to get it for about half the price. That's when I picked it up. You know what? Actually, that's a lie. I picked this one up at Cycle Gear, and I had another one that I bought at Revzilla. So I have 2 of these things, a narrow one and a wide one, and they're quite nice. And they come with a little tie down that you can fasten it down while you're loading and unloading. Anyway, enjoy the rest of the video. There's not going to be a whole lot of explanation or talking through the rest of it, but it will kind of give you a demonstration of how this thing works and how you load and unload. Okay, got her loaded up. I think it took about 20 minutes total end to end, getting it out and setting it up. I don't know, I'll check the video later. Um, but yeah, I also like these straps a lot. These are called Power Tie. I bought these off of Amazon. What I like about them is they actually have like a nylon hook here, that so you don't damage your bars or anything. What I don't like about the Kendon is all the bars are really thick, so you're not likely to find a carabiner that actually goes through the bars, and so I always have to hook it to this tiny little piece here, which is like, I don't know how weak that is, and that's always a little nerve-wracking. I could hook it up to like one of the rails, but those are only held down by bolts. So what I usually do is this. I guess what I could do is I could just loop this around and hook it back onto the strap. But I haven't tried that, so, and I don't like trying new things when old things have been working. So I'm gonna take the Z down to the shop and get the tires replaced. Hopefully I'll do a review on those tires soon. Yep. All right, cheers. Moving away from the driveway, I always put my backup cam on just so I can kind of check it a little bit as I start to move. And I live on like a 15% grade, so if it can make it down my hill without a problem, usually I don't have any sort of worry after that. You're kind of looking for it not to make any weird noises, and if you feel like there's something weird going on, there's probably something weird going on. So I would just get out and triple check and quadruple check everything. This is people's lives in your hands. So you got to be super careful as you're handling the trailer, especially if you haven't been driving trailers all your life, which I haven't. This is a relatively new thing to me. I think I got my first Kendon less than a year ago, actually, maybe a year ago. And I've only hauled with it maybe a dozen times. That's probably even exaggerating. So I'm just always super careful as I go through, triple checking everything. Now that I've said that, I've probably missed something. And the other thing you want to remember with the trailer, you kind of want to make extra wide turns, because otherwise you could snag something and cause a problem. Okay, yeah, it's definitely solid on there. You see it's a little tilting to the left, but seems to be holding on just fine. So once I get moving at speed, I always like to keep an eye, on it through the rear view cam if you have access to that. And you just want to keep an eye on your bike. Wait a minute, that's not the same bike. Shit. Well, I dropped off the Z and I picked up my Honda, and that's kind of the nice thing about the versatility of having this Kendon with me. It allows me to do a lot more, a lot quicker. I could pay somebody to do this, like pick up bikes and drop them off, but you have to also wait for those people to kind of come out and pick up your bike. Plus, you got to trust somebody with your stuff. I don't know. It's just a lot easier to have your own. Kendon rules.